November 2009 was the final concert for Delirious, the Christian rock and worship band. But lead singer Martin Smith is still a history maker. We are so thrilled to have him here from Rustington, England.
Thank you very much.
And I had to ask because I hadn't heard of Rustington. It's in the south.
Yeah, it's a very, very small village, like a very English village, and it's very pretty. It's by the sea, actually.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for the music.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show. It's great.
I mean, all the music. Can you feel the mountains tremble? Never get through that without losing it. I want to read some of the lyrics in our time together.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what they might have missed live or probably still singing it in church.
Yeah.
Guitar was your instrument,
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
And you wrote most of the lyrics.
Yeah, in fact, we did You Feel the Mountains Tremble last night. We were playing in Ottawa, and it's amazing. I think that was a 1994 song.
Really,
so
that far back?
All these years on, it still is saying a lot of stuff, so it's great.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get to the stuff, but let's create the moment you might have missed. We're going to see the whole band. I think this is in the heyday.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a few years ago, I think.
And where is it?
This is at Wembley Stadium, the original Wembley Stadium before it was knocked down. And it was part of a big music festival. I think it was 1997, I think.
So this is a real slice of
Yeah,
history
this is
in
it,
more
yeah.
ways than one.
Yeah.
Watch and enjoy.
We're Delirious, and this is our world.
Here I am, in that old place again, down on my face again, crying out, I want you to hear my plea, come down and rescue me.
Not enough, not enough.
Wow,
but
what
we're
a
going to hear
haircut.
you soon. History maker. I'm just going to read a little bit here. The lyrics. I'm going to be a history maker in this land. I'm going to be a speaker of truth to all mankind. Well, it's true today that when people stand with the fire of God and the truth in hand, we'll see miracles. We'll see angels sing. We'll see broken hearts making history. Yes, it's true, and I believe it. We're living for you.
Wow.
You're inspired just hearing your own words
yeah,
again.
it sounds like someone else's song, doesn't it? But, I mean, it always amazes me when these words go on the screen and you think, I don't really know how that got there.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. I suppose I've always loved large crowds of people, and I've loved the effect that large crowds can do. You know, it's like a people movement, isn't it? And
Tony Campolo talks
yeah.
about collective effervescence.
Yeah, and when people agree on something, then it's really powerful. So I love that. I love playing outdoors too.
But you had a vision, I trust you still do, for great things, for what true faith can accomplish in a land, in an individual, but in a whole land.
Yeah, I do, and I suppose it's really simple, really. You know, when Jesus talked about, you know, you give your life away, and you get it back, and great things happen when you give your life away. You know, I still believe that passionately, and so that will be a message that I would try and, you know, give to people. Is, look, it's amazing what happens if you lay your life down for God. He can do incredible things.
And did you see it? Do you think the angels were singing? Do you think that hearts were being moved to be change agents as you sang?
Yeah, definitely. And it's just amazing. Even these years on, people come up to me and, you know, like 20 years ago, I was singing that song, and it's completely humbling, isn't it? I mean, I will never know really what happens in the crowds. It's extraordinary.
Now here's the one I couldn't ever sing without tearing up. Okay, you better read the part I circled. See, I'm losing it already.
And we can see that, God, you're moving, a mighty river through the nations. And young and old will turn to Jesus. Fling wide your heavenly gates. Prepare the way of the risen Lord.
Young and old.
Yeah.
A movement. You know, the Transformations video, the first one, had just come out when I plugged into this song.
Yeah.
And we were seeing what the power of God was doing in places that had been imprisoned.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
people literally singing and dancing in the streets by the thousands.
Yeah.
And I knew that what you were singing about was already happening on this
Yeah,
planet.
Yeah, yeah, and it still is around the world. I was in Colombia a couple of weeks ago.
Excellent
and,
example.
you know, a church with 200,000 people. And the passion is just amazing. And, you know, people sing these words as though it's the last night on earth, you know, and it's quite extraordinary.
You are a surprisingly gentle, quiet, unassuming, humble man. You're also the father of 6 children.
Yeah.
How can you be this calm?
Well, that's the thing that keeps you humble, isn't it?
You see the pillow I brought? I
I
brought
know.
this to make you feel at home. It says, "Welcome to Grand Central Station," and I've read that's what it's like at your house.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, the eldest 2 are going to be well, one's a teenager already, and the eldest is going to be a teenager soon. And they're just friends in and out the house the whole time. It's just, I mean, the front door's, you know, half open the whole time. So we love it. We live right in the centre of our village, and everything happens there. It's great.
Anna, your wife of
Yeah.
17?
Yeah, coming up to 17 in
Years?
July, yeah.
You were kids when you got married. You say you didn't know each other?
Yeah, well, she was 20 when we got married. So, I mean, if my daughter got married at 20, I'd have serious things to say, I think.
I bet.
But, yeah, no, we just connected really strongly, and she was the daughter of the pastor of the church, so it was, you know, it was all pretty serious. I was the new boy in town, and I had to ask the pastor permission to marry his daughter. I know, so yeah, it's been great. She's an amazing woman.
Did she sign on for 6 kids at the get-go, or
Well,
was that just-
she's one of 5,
Okay.
and I'm one of 4, so we knew that we'd kind of have quite a few, but I don't think we knew we'd have 6.
It's a good thing
Yeah.
you've got strong family connection here. Her brother was in the band, Delirious.
Yeah.
And it seems you've got that community, which
Yeah.
would have been necessary for all the time you were away and
Yeah.
traveling.
Yeah, really strong community, really great church. We've been there our whole lives. And so, yeah, and that has been just a vital part of the success of Delirious, really. You know, we would go and travel. I think it was like, some years it was like 22 countries in a year we would travel. And although we were not away more than 10 days at a time, it was a lot of toing and froing, a lot of chaos, really. And so to have, you know, that home base for the wives and the kids was amazing.
You had that as a band rule, which is very impressive.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Yeah.
10 days maximum away
10
from
days
home.
maximum, and I think once or twice we broke the rule when we went to New Zealand or Australia, because it's so far
Long
away.
flight.
And I think we got back on the 12th morning or something, but we stuck to that rule pretty much. And the only other time we broke the rule was when we took everyone with us. So we would go for a whole month to America and hire 3 big tour buses and, you know, 16 children on the road.
Yeah, great.
It was chaotic,
Great
but it was fantastic.
adventures.
Yeah,
Memories for your kids.
it was great.